We'll start with the hand. Let's get started. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just go. I'll move on. Where's the hand? I need a hand reference. dude. Get some water. thing leave? Or... How's it going, mysterious loser? Hey. You're a loser too? Yeah, it sucks. But hey, I make enough paintings that I won't be one. This is the classic joint, not the absolute Superman, although he is pretty cool too. How am I doing? My dad came back from a business trip in LA, so you know, I'm alright. I think after this I might work on my comic book script more, and then I don't know, finish the animated Ninja Turtles movie. But first, I need to finish this painting and the. All right. So, my fellow loser, how's it going? Drawing a winner here, you know, Superman. He's on the right side of history, helping this little girl integrate. It's beautiful, and it sends a message, and I'm trying to finish it. My rendering's a bit, you know. Oh, you're going to your brother's wedding soon? Ah. Well, hey, congrats to your brother. I hope it works out. I hope he finds happiness. I hope he, I hope he... I hope... I hope good things happen to his marriage. But Lord knows there's some poor saps who, you know, who gave it a good old college try, and it didn't exactly work out as well as they hoped. You know. street wide open greets me as I open up the door. I know I can't go back to the place I was before. Do you sometimes wish that you could draw perfectly? I mean, strange question, but at first, yes, because then I'd be able to get a concept art job or something, you know. But at the same time, it's like if I could just draw perfectly immediately, like I'm just a virtuoso, and every I hit every pose, every painting, the writing, the lighting's just right, everything's just right, everything's all cool, and like it just becomes boring. Like there's no learning curve. Like essentially, art in and of itself is it's like a mountain. You know? It is a mountain with no peak. You know? I made Christ, I made her bald. It is a mountain with no peak. And essentially part of the challenge, or part of what makes art fulfilling for me, is the fact that, there's always something that I can improve on, I could always improve on my painting, I could always improve on my drawing, I could always improve on my perspective, my proportions, quite frankly, I think, this entire painting, while not finished, was was quite the progress. I mean, quite the process. I mean, this is essentially like. Okay, so I think where's the first one? I think I might have. Hold on. Okay. This okay. We're super rough. This used to be this. But then there was a problem. I couldn't, the smile was creepy. I didn't like I didn't like how this girl's face was rendered. I didn't exactly have a background, So I had to basically kind of like just take the entirety of this and draw preliminary faces. And of course, I started with this, and it was all right, but the smile was too wide and creepy. Then I went and basically, actually no, I didn't exactly realize that, but it's like I did this and that was okay, but there was no saturation in his face. In the face, there's essentially kind of like blood flowing underneath the skin. So I did that. Oh wait, this is great, but look, smile's creepy. So I did this, but then I had to kind of like take this and flip the canvas horizontally. And look at this. Eyes are weird. Quite frankly, it's just me just solving problems as I go along. And then I ended up with this. And granted, there are still flaws with this painting, with this phase. But it's the best I could do for now. And by the way, I didn't get here on my own. I had to basically get eyes, multiple eyes on this painting. And I had to kind of like, just, fix stuff. I had to fix things as I went along. It was rough, but it's worth it. So yeah, that's how I feel about the artistic process. There's always something you can improve, and there's always something you can push yourself on. And Looks good. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, I wish I could be like a Kim Jong Gi, or you know, even then it's like, I don't know. Even if I could draw perfectly, I don't know. I feel like there's no such thing as perfection. You know, no such thing as perfection. I mean, there's only like, I don't know. There's only one perfect man, and and he got betrayed and put on a cross for like, I think 5 to 10 silver pieces. So you know, it's like you could try and be perfect, but you know, Christ was perfect. What happened to him? So yeah, no. I think perfection isn't the goal. I think the goal is better than yesterday. And I think I got this. I think that's kind of what I got. See, this was better than this, which was better than this, which was better than this. You know? How do I make this face 1% better? Okay, he's a bit pale. He looks like a corpse. Put some put some color back in it. Put some blush. Okay, I did it. Oh wait, look. This smile. It's a bit creepy. This is Superman, not the Joker. Why is his smile so wide? Okay, made it smaller. It looks cool, but you know, there's some parts of the face that aren't exactly lopsided. That are kind of lopsided. Okay, take it, you know, fix it, paste it over here. Oh wait, the smile's a bit too high. Bring it down. Brought it down, and yeah. You know, 1% better. That's what it's all about, baby. 1%. There's a manga about this. It's called One Punch Man, right? And the main character that you already know, it's Saitama, and like dude is like basically he's like the strongest fighter ever. Like he can just kill people, or like kill monsters, villains, whoever decides to whoever decides to try and decides to fucking try him in one punch. You hate drawing I hate drawing people because sometimes they make it worse when you try to improve it. I mean, yeah, they're growing pains when it comes to art. That's I just started working out. I shamefully admit that I haven't really been in the gym today or the past couple days. But sometimes, it's like when you try to like do progressive overload, it's like, it's like, God damn, this thing's super heavy. I can't even do one military bench press. But you gotta keep on doing it. I think life drawing, I feel like if you want to like get better at drawing people, I feel like life drawing could be for you. And don't try and like get every detail right, perfect. All right, just get the I once made my friend look like Jesus and then an abomination. Yeah, happens. Happens. Like for example, uh, uh, there's a person. Like for example, like say, okay, uh, Ugh. Ugh. Whew. Okay. Take this Asian gentleman over here, right? I'm not sure what this is. Ah, shit, it's probably AI. God, I hate AI. But, you know what? Let's just stick with this. Alright? Gesture drawing. The goal of gesture drawing, really, is essentially getting the general shape of his body. Now, of course, I should have gotten, something more, I don't know. You know what? Screw it, we can do it. Alright, so, you start off, his neck is kind of curving like so, in a C curve. Then, bah, get the basically like look at his torso. Granted, it's underneath the shirt, but hey, makes it easier. Guess what? It's just one big rectangle, right? Kind of. It's kind of one big rectangle. Then it's more about shapes than details. I think I messed this part up, but that's part of it. 1, 2. Oh, perfect. And then you got, I don't know, let's just draw Genu from Genu Demon Hunters. Right? I think yeah, handsome boy. Handsome Korean boy. My little cigarette pop. What is... Oh, no. Okay. What does it feel like? I can tell you everything. Sorry about that. I haven't really been listening to K-pop Demon Hunters at all, but the songs, they get in your head. They're like earworms. Those Koreans. Why are they so talented? It's not fair. It's like, isn't K-pop just them ripping off of black culture? Like, damn it. You got the chain and one, 2, 3, 4. And then blah. Done. Look, it's not exactly like it's not exactly like the drawing. Granted, you know, it's some details. You know, the head is not exactly. It's way bigger, and I think I didn't exactly render out the legs, but basically you get the general form down, and then you know, hey, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to exist, and then you could essentially kind of alter what the drawing looks like. For example, you can correct the head. You can, you know, I don't know, correct the hand. You know, it's supposed to be a little boba over here, right? You know, he's like you know, maybe like he's like, you know, chain. You know, make him more handsome. You know, I assume he's Korean. You know, give him that Hongdae boy look. Excuse me, can I have your number? Put your number in my iPhone 16 Pro Max. Are you open-minded? You know, are you open-minded action? That stuff. And then you know, and of course they're gonna be stinkers. They're gonna be failures, of course. But failure is kind of like it's part of the deal. If you want to get better at something, you're gonna have to just bomb ass at it. Like, you know, for example, like Kevin Hart. He was going through he was like doing a set, and Patrice O'Neal was there, and Patrice O'Neal basically threw in the middle of Kevin Hart's set, threw a phone book at the feet of Kevin Hart. And he's like, hey, yo, Kev, you might as well read some of the names and numbers from this phone book, because whatever's in there is more funny than what you're saying now. And dude got essentially roasted out of his set. But, you know, he still found the resolve and the discipline and the self-belief to essentially shake that massive L off and, you know, do it. Keep on drawing. Yeah. You know, every behind every successful comedian is one of the many times that he's bombed on stage. Oh shit. Behind I'm supposed to be goddamn assets, dude. I gotta behind every successful artist is 1,000 shitty drawings that he made. Behind every dude, behind every guy, every player who is just a virtuoso with ladies. It's just the dozens and dozens of times that he's gotten rejected or ghosted, or I don't know, just been told flat out, like, I have a boyfriend, sorry. But like he still found the resolve to get out there. He still found the resolve to basically learn how to dance, talk to women. You know, he still found the resolve to basically like try and fail again, because every failure is a lesson. It's a lesson. That's what it is. It's a lesson. Exactly. Like, you used to draw, crappy, Furio scenes, and now you're getting better. You're getting better. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Ah, man. So nervous. Have to, driving test is ridiculous. Oh, nah. They sound a lot like Furio scenes, man. I'm sorry about that. I mean, did they make money? Your things, your drawings, your half-person dog drawings. Do I have any irrational fears? I don't know. Okay, so I think my irrational fear is that I'll be a man child. Nah, that's not a rational fear. That's a very rational fear. I was in elementary school then. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think back in the day, I think I had more rational fears. I was afraid of the dark. I was afraid of vampires. I was afraid of Freddy Krueger. You know, I was afraid of, I don't know, getting in trouble. I was a very, you know, I was afraid of, what else? I mean, I could say death, but death is also a very rational fear, because what happens afterwards? I mean, you know, I have a personal guess, but, you know, I could be wrong. And then there's I think, humiliating myself. I was afraid of humiliating myself, which is why I never really took a chance on, like, I don't know, asking anybody out as a child, because I knew, or, you know, I thought I knew that I was going to get rejected. Which, I feel like the fear of rejection held me back from doing a lot of things. Things that would have enriched my life and gave me more experience. You know? But then again, you know, I think regret's normal. And you're gonna have to, you know, deal with that. Also, there are dozens of late bloomers. My irrational fear is that, you also have fear of rejection? Yeah, man. I think the one thing that you think, I think the one thing I kind of regret was, like, maybe I should have taken some dance classes. You know, go to some bachata socials and practice getting rejected. Practice. And being okay with that. So I think I got that down to a T, but there's some time, I think mostly when I'm drunk. And I'm rarely ever drunk. I don't like, I don't like being drunk. I think you're too old, I think you're too young for this conversation. So I'm just gonna not talk about it. I'm gonna not talk about it. Yeah. No, I think the one thing I think, one thing I recommend that you do is that you do, like, dancing lessons. I feel like one thing to do to get some confidence is to learn a new skill. I haven't exactly gone to a dancing class. I think I'm gonna start up again at least. I'm gonna start up again. But, yeah. How old do you think I am? I think you're at least a teenager. You are at least a teenager. Yeah, at least, I don't know, 15. Yep. Boom, right there. I'm a wizard. Woo! Wizard. Doctor Strange up in this bitch. What's up? I'm a wizard. Call me Doctor Strange. Yes. Yes. Est. It's better than Unk, so. It's better than Unk. ramp. Okay, so here's what we can do. I can use Superman over here to my advantage. He's going to save me. I'm going to draw, right? I could draw, right? Pattern all up. Draw some over here. Draw some over there. What else? They used skirts back in the day, thank God. Okay, well. Well, it is 3 minutes from actually no 2 minutes from the end of the stream, so I am just gonna call it here. Thank you, Mysterious Loser, K7P. Keep on drawing, keep on practicing. Keep on making mistakes, keep on failing, just keep going. You're gonna get better at drawing. I know it. Also, be sure to like and subscribe, please. Please. I know I know I'm begging for likes and some subs, but you know, hey, I'm a microscopic YouTube. If the attention economy is rough, and I'm microscopic in these YouTube streets. All right, but yeah, I mean, you know, you don't have to do it, but you know, I'm joking around. But yeah, no.